Enchantée.
Good morning. It is a brisk 28 degrees out, and I figured I better go start walking again. So I'm taking my flea market trip with my guests to Paris in 8 weeks, and there's a lot of walking involved, and I've been weightlifting and stuff this winter, of course, but I just realized you better start walking again. So, you know, since it's above 25, I thought I'd give it a go. So I'm gonna get my 4 miles in, and here's what I thought I'd do this week, just something different. I have a really heavy work week. About once a quarter, I really just have to grind it out. I have to get the magazine published and edit all the photographs and all that jazz. And we're launching our stateside flea market trips this week. So I have to put the final touches on that web page. The podcast has to get published this morning. I have to figure out what my cover shot for the spring magazine is, because I always wait till the last minute to do that. I was going to do it last week. I bought all these tulips, and it was just so dark outside. Yeah, that didn't happen, and now the tulips are dying. So anyways, I'm going to get my big walk in here with my lunges. If you follow along, you know lunges are my jam, uphill lunges. And then I just thought I'd bring you along and show you a little bit of what I do for work. And it's going to require early mornings and late hours because, of course, the family life cannot be adjusted. There is still homeschool and cows and 3 meals a day and all of that. So I'm glad you're here, and maybe you'll find this a little bit interesting. All right, I didn't film it, but I found a steeper hill than my usual hill. Maybe that was stupid to dive right back in to the steep hill because my legs are burning so bad. I just want to be home. I'm probably like 15 minutes out still, and my lips are chapped. It's cold, and my legs are like jello. So that just shows you what consistency can do for you. So I'm glad I did that. But wow, I'm supposed to do a lower body workout today on the tonal. I'll probably fall over. But yeah, I guess that's why I love lunges, because they're effective. But I'm gonna be like jello mama all day long. I really can't wait to be home with a hot cup of coffee and a few fried eggs. Crying out loud. All right, I made it. All right, here's what I do. I know you see me, and you've seen me on videos before. I have a coffee in my hand when I take off for these walks. I just drink it while I'm going down the driveway, and then I ditch it on the side of the road. It's usually cold by then. I'm done. Okay, so I have to tell you a funny story about those hideous pants you saw me wearing. I'm going to show you this picture right here, and it is by far, here I'm going to scooch over so I can pop it in on the side there. It is by far one of the funniest pictures of me ever taken. I have 3 epic pictures of me that have been taken, and that is one of them. And it's from a few years ago when we went to see my grandma and took the boat across. So if you've ever seen that Innisfree video, which I'll pop the little tag up in the corner, if you've never seen that, it's one of my favorites. But that's when I filmed that. That's how I got those fantastic lighthouse shots and everything, because I was on this huge boat. It's called the SS Badger. It's really incredible. I think it's like a floating historic monument because it's powered by coal. Really cool. Anyways, you know me, right? I'm dressed to travel, right? I'm not gonna get on a boat looking dumpy. I'm gonna get on a boat in a blouse and a skirt. Well, duh. It's sorry, the driveway is really loud. Icy. Try not to fall. It's really windy on a boat deck. Come to find out, on a big boat deck as you're crossing Lake Michigan. And I wanted to be on that deck so bad because it was so beautiful. The waters of Lake Michigan are just like the Caribbean, and I had a straight up Maryland moment. Somebody walking past even said, "Oh, you're having a Maryland moment there." I was thinking, yeah, but this is not near as sexy as Lexington Avenue. So I had to go to the gift shop on the SS Badger and buy these hideous pants. I am not a football person. I am not a Green Bay Packers person. Sorry to all my fellow Wisconsinites. And this is what I had to put on underneath my skirt. So now when I need to wear layers or I'm out gardening or something really gross, I put on my hideous Packer pants. If you look close, they are covered in forget-me-not seeds because I can't get them off. And they're my just gross go-to pants with a hysterical memory. Okay, I'm gonna get off this ice. And now I promise I won't pop on anymore during this walk. I'm gonna go start this work week I've been telling you about. I've been at my desk for a while and had to get my microphones out and get them charged up, work on my script because I'm about to share with you today's sponsor. So I'm going to take you downstairs and show you a little bit about just sort of how we set up for filming an ad because that is part of my work week. And yeah, this week is just plugging along. We've got the cookies made. I'm gonna have to box them tomorrow. The UPS guy just showed up with some of my fillings. And what what have I been doing at my desk? Oh, I got some more photographs edited. I have to run one more article through Grammarly, I think, for the magazine, and then everything will be off to my designer. She does a pretty good job turning that around fast, so I should have a digital version for my customers late next week, early the following, and then it takes about 3 weeks to get the magazine from the printer, so onward and upward. Here are my microphones charging. That's always a big to-do. Make sure that I'm organized enough to know where all my little cords are. So I'm going to print my ad script. It's for a product that I've really been enjoying. So I'm excited to share it with you. I'm gonna go film that, send it to the ad agency for approval, because that's part of the deal, and carry on with my day. Okay, check. Awesome. All right, so you could see how grainy it was when I was filming in my office a few minutes ago. It's really dark out, and I hate lugging all the lights out to film. So I think we might have enough light with all of these windows. I think I'm gonna sit there. I've got my script. Usually what I do is I read a little bit, I try to memorize as much as I can. I look at the camera, then when I have to look back down, that's when we plug in the B-roll. So that's like our shots of the product. Again, this is a product that I've been enjoying, so I think you're gonna like it. And so I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna put it all together, send it to the ad agency for approval. Usually it takes them about 48 hours to approve it. Then we plug it into the video content, and we bring you your next video. So here goes nothing. We all know that Ritual has fabulous vitamins, and I have great news for you because they have launched their brand new probiotic called Symbiotic Plus, which is a 3-in-1 approach to create fabulous gut microbiome health for you and for me. I am a firm believer in gut health as the starting place for feeling great. One minty capsule goes right to the colon and offers prebiotics to support beneficial bacteria, probiotics of live microorganisms to prevent bloating, and the postbiotic provides fuel to the cells to support gut barrier function. With no GMOs, major allergens, animal products, or artificial colors, and they're made traceable so you get to see every labeled ingredient, supplier, and key studies that go into their products. Get a subscription delivered to your door today with free shipping. Symbiotic Plus and Ritual are here to help you celebrate and not hide your insides. There is no more shame to your gut game. Enjoy 20% off your first month by using my code FARMGIRL20. That's right, 20% off. Visit ritual.com/FARMGIRL20 and use my code FARMGIRL20 at checkout. Actually, I lost track of time. I'm gonna have to film the B-roll later. It is 3 o'clock, so it is time to film this week's edition of Homemaker Chic podcast. I told you it was a busy week. It's just a busy week. There's no way around it. Thankfully, I leave all my podcast equipment set up. So I hop on, Shay sends me the link, and we've been doing it for 3 years. So the conversation just starts flowing, and it's pretty easy once we get in place. Okay, we do film the podcast for our patrons, and we make YouTube trailers out of them as well, and Instagram trailers. So this is the camera I use for my YouTube lives. Sometimes I have it on a tripod, sometimes it's just sitting here.
Here we go. Welcome to Homemaker Chic Podcast, my friends. We're glad that you're here with us. It is Monday, and we meet with you here every Monday to talk about the joy of homemaking. We never complain.
No.
We never share crass stories. We always have it together here.
Always, like just now.
True. How are you today, my friend?
I'm good. I'm keeping a really steady pace. It's a big week. There's every quarter I have this week where I'm getting the magazine out And that's just like on top of, YouTube and the podcast and a homeschool. And the heifer got out today, so that was fun. She's in heat and she
wants everyone to know it.
Wow. I mean, you would have thought there was a rodeo in the orchard, the way she was bucking and frolicking. And it's really incredible to see an animal that big get air. All right. It's a week later, a week to the day since I talked with you. Sadly, this morning it's very gray and it's much colder. It's probably 24 degrees this morning. So, it's funny, in reviewing the clips, I looked and it doesn't really look like that big of a deal. But anytime you add one or two extra things into an already really full home life and already really full business life, it is a lot. So I didn't get to film as much as I wanted to because it's really impossible. You're either doing the work or you're filming. And I had to do the work. So, all right, I'm gonna watch for cars here and be with you in a second. I tell you, those pop-up sales really, they're a pain. They're a pain to get ready for. They're a pain to do all that baking for. But I do them because the kids help, and it's a part of them learning entrepreneurial skills. The girls, they installed all the credit card apps and everything on my phone. They run the credit card machine. They made the SKU numbers. They interact with customers. It's good for them. And I would love it if all my kids were entrepreneurs. Obviously, they're going to choose what's best for them, but I want to give them the skills and just the experience of dealing with people and pulling together the details and stuff. So that was good. So we had our sale and it went well, and Juliet and I had fun together. Julian and I got to get up early one morning and get them all packed up and assembled. So I got some time with him in the quiet before anyone got up. That was nice. And then, so we finished off with that. And we finished off with, I got all the magazine articles in, all the magazine photographs edited. I have a small team that helps me with that. They were awesome, so helpful. And then we got the cover shot done, which was a challenge because don't use a flash and it's dark, as you can see. Actually, it doesn't really look that dark on the screen. That is not blue sky. That is gray clouds. But we got the cover shot done, and the magazine, it's a small publication. I'm really proud of it. We have an online forum where all these amateur and professional designers can hang out and pick each other's brains and share each other's treasures. Then we have a once a month design class, and then the quarterly magazine sort of supplements all that. Of course, I would like it to be bigger, but it's just a few years old, and last year we made the decision that I should be on the cover, which is super awkward for me. So yeah, I feel really good that the cover shot is over with, and that digital will be available for everyone probably in a week or so. And then the print, I can't remember if I said this earlier on camera, the print takes like 3 weeks to get done. I had a French lesson every day last week, so that's another thing just to insert into my schedule. It will be like that all spring, just to stay sharp for my trip. I'm not fluent, but I hope I'm intermediate advanced. So it's really important for me to have someone to speak with every day so I can keep getting better. So from here on out, it's just normal once a week podcast, normal once a week YouTube. We've added the YouTube lives, and I'm going to start my seeds for the garden and get ready for my trip with my guests, which is the middle of April, like 7 weeks from now. Crazy. So that was the video I could bring you this week. I thought I'd just bring you along during my work week. If you're still watching with this shaky camera while I get my workout done, God bless you. Let's see, I'll make some screen here for you. So I think over there you can watch another video. Over there you can subscribe, and probably right there you can click that circle if you'd like to come to Paris with me in 2024. Nonetheless, I'm glad you were with me today, and I'll see you again very soon. A bientôt.